Welcome to In Markdom We Trust. I'm your host, Jane Aibot, and today we're focusing on Roxanne Perez and the future of the NXT women's division. Perez, with her rapid rise and undeniable talent, has become a standout in the division, and we're here to discuss how her presence is shaping the championship landscape. Will she lead the division into a new era, or will another challenger emerge to claim the spotlight? Stay tuned as we dive into what's next for Perez and the NXT Women's Championship. In a jaw-dropping return that shocked the NXT universe, Cora Jade made her explosive comeback, turning the tide in favor of her former best friend, Roxanne Perez, during NXT's highly anticipated debut on the CW network. The moment unfolded as Julia, the fierce international wrestling sensation, appeared poised to dethrone Perez and end her women's championship reign. But Jade, who had been absent from the ring since January due to a knee injury, wasn't about to let that happen. As tensions escalated, Perez found herself in a precarious situation, caught between using her championship belt as a weapon and trying to hold on to her integrity. While the referee frantically pleaded with Perez not to tarnish her title with an illegal strike, Jade emerged from the shadows. The crowd roared as she raced to ringside, targeting Julia with a perfectly timed DDT on the outside. It was the ultimate sneak attack, with Jade delivering a crushing blow that left Julia sprawled on the floor, completely unaware of what had just happened. Seizing the opportunity, Jade swiftly rolled Julia back into the ring, setting the stage for Perez to capitalize. With the referee distracted and the crowd in a frenzy, Perez hit her signature move, Pop Rocks, securing the win and retaining her title. As the dust settled, Perez turned to see her former ally, Cora Jade, standing before her, a ghost from the past. The expression on Perez's face was a mixture of surprise and confusion, as Jade's return raised more questions than answers. Jade's return marks the end of a long road to recovery after being sidelined for nearly 10 months with a knee injury. The once inseparable duo had gone through a tumultuous breakup, but the bond between them may not be entirely severed. Jade's decision to help Perez in this high-stakes moment could be the spark that reignites their friendship, or the beginning of another volatile chapter in their story. What's next for Cora Jade? Will her interference come with strings attached, or was this a genuine act of solidarity? One thing's for sure, the landscape of WWE NXT has just been shaken, and the Women's Championship picture is more complicated than ever. A new challenger awaits, Roxanne Perez set to begin feud with Stephanie Vaquer for NXT Women's Championship. Roxanne Perez has done it again. The dynamic and tenacious NXT Women's Champion has successfully defended her title in yet another fierce bout, further solidifying her status as one of the most promising talents in WWE today. However, as any champion knows, the road only gets tougher, and Perez's next challenge appears to be on the horizon, none other than international sensation Stephanie Vaquer. With Perez retaining her coveted NXT Women's Championship, all eyes are now on the build-up toward what could be a thrilling showdown between two highly skilled wrestlers. As early as next week, the much-anticipated storyline is expected to kick off, leading to an inevitable clash between these two talented competitors. But who exactly is Stephanie Vaquer, and why is she such a formidable threat to Perez's reign? The champion, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez, often hailed as the prodigy, has quickly risen through the ranks of NXT with a combination of technical prowess, heart, and unwavering determination. The 22-year-old's journey to the top of the women's division is nothing short of inspirational. From winning the inaugural NXT Women's Breakout Tournament to capturing the NXT Women's Championship, Perez has proven time and again that she thrives under pressure. Her ability to adapt to different wrestling styles and opponents makes her a formidable champion, beloved by fans and respected by her peers. Perez's recent title defenses have showcased her growth as a competitor, but this upcoming challenge with Vaquer might test her in new and unexpected ways. The challenger, Stephanie Vaquer. For those unfamiliar with Stephanie Vaquer, she is far from a rookie. Hailing from Chile, Vacker brings a unique blend of international experience and lucha libre expertise to the NXT stage. Her career has been shaped by competing in promotions across Mexico and South America, most notably honing her craft with CMLL, Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, one of the most prestigious wrestling organizations in the world. Vacker's high-flying maneuvers, combined with her technical abilities and hard-hitting style, make her a dangerous opponent for anyone, including Perez. Vacker is no stranger to gold either, having captured championships in various promotions before making her way to WWE's developmental brand. Now, with the NXT Women's Championship within reach, Vacker is eager to make her mark on the WWE Universe and prove herself on one of the biggest stages in wrestling. A clash of styles and stories. The impending rivalry between Perez and Vacker is expected to bring a clash of wrestling styles and contrasting backgrounds. While Perez embodies the fiery spirit of NXT's next generation, Vacker represents the rich history of lucha libre, a tradition rooted in agility, speed, and aerial assaults. This unique juxtaposition could create fireworks in the ring, as both women have much to prove. For Perez, this match will serve as yet another test in her already impressive title reign, while for Vacker, it's a chance to show the world that she can hang with the best and take home the gold. The question is, can Perez maintain her composure and adapt to the high-octane offense that Vacker is sure to bring? Or will Vacker's lucha-inspired style throw the champion off balance, leading to a stunning upset? The road ahead. With the build to this marquee matchup expected to begin next week, fans should prepare for intense confrontations, psychological mind games, and possibly a series of physical altercations as these two competitors vie for supremacy. WWE has a history of weaving captivating narratives around championship feuds, and this one promises to be no different. Expect backstage interviews, heated promos, and perhaps even tag team encounters as the tension escalates. Both women will undoubtedly be looking for any advantage they can get before their eventual showdown. For Vacker, it's an opportunity to solidify her place in WWE, while Perez looks to further cement her legacy as a dominant champion. As the NXT Women's Championship storyline unfolds, fans can anticipate a battle that will not only highlight the skills of both competitors but also further elevate the prestige of the title. Perez's reign has been defined by resilience and passion, but with Vacker now entering the picture, the champion's reign may face its biggest challenge yet. Will Perez rise to the occasion once more, or will Vacker's international prowess be too much to handle? In the aftermath of Roxanne Perez successfully defending her NXT Women's Championship, tensions were high backstage, and the locker room buzzed with speculation. Perez, fresh from her victory, approached her former tag team partner and bitter rival, Cora Jade. In a brief but significant exchange, Roxanne made an offhand comment that instantly sparked intrigue. You know, having common enemies might just bring us back together. For longtime NXT fans, this moment was more than a simple throwaway line. It carried the weight of their history, a relationship that's seen the highs of friendship and the lows of betrayal. Once inseparable, Roxanne and Cora were the embodiment of tag team unity until jealousy and ambition drove them apart, leading to a series of intensely personal matches. Now, with both women being major forces in the NXT women's division, the idea of them potentially rekindling their alliance sends a ripple through the roster. But what does this truly mean for the rest of the division? Let's break it down. The history, friends turned rivals. Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade were once seen as the future of NXT, a dynamic duo with limitless potential. They complemented each other perfectly, Perez's technical prowess matched by Jade's fiery determination. Their rise as a team was meteoric, and it seemed as though nothing could stand in their way. However, the pressure of individual ambitions and the pursuit of the NXT Women's Championship began to erode their partnership. Jealousy set in, leading to a bitter breakup that culminated in a series of brutal matches. Their rivalry became personal, with each trying to prove they were the true star. Yet, despite the bitterness, there was always an unspoken bond between them, one forged through years of shared struggles and dreams. A new threat to the division? Now, with Roxanne firmly holding the NXT Women's Championship and Cora carving her own path, the mention of common enemies begs the question, who or what could be threatening them enough to consider reuniting? The NXT Women's division is currently brimming with hungry competitors, many of whom would love nothing more than to take down the reigning champ and the ever-dangerous Cora Jade. Names like Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria, and Blair Davenport have all been making waves, each with their sights set on championship gold. Could these women be the common enemies Roxanne was referring to? And if so, a reunited Perez-Jade alliance could be an unstoppable force, a terrifying prospect for anyone in the division. What could an alliance look like? If Roxanne and Cora were to align once more, it would undoubtedly shift the balance of power in NXT. Both women have grown immensely since their initial friendship and eventual rivalry. Roxanne has proven herself a fighting champion, while Cora has developed a ruthless edge that makes her a formidable opponent. Together, they could dominate the division, potentially becoming a two-woman wrecking crew that challenges anyone daring enough to step in their path. This potential alliance might even echo past dominant factions in wrestling history. Think of how legendary teams like The Shield or D-Generation X reshaped the landscape. However, the real question remains, can they trust each other after everything that's happened? Could this be a true partnership, or is one of them setting up the other for another betrayal? Wrestling alliances are notorious for collapsing under the weight of personal ambition, and with both women hungry for success, their partnership may be doomed from the start. A storm on the horizon. As we wait to see how this story unfolds, the NXT Women's division should be on high alert. The seeds of a new, dangerous alliance have been planted, and if Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade join forces, the division could be heading into a period of chaos and unpredictability. Their combined talent, history, and drive make them a formidable duo, and anyone in their way will need to prepare for a battle unlike any other. In the end, whether they come together or continue their rivalry, the real winners will be the fans, who are in for some unforgettable moments. Buckle up, NXT may be in for a wild ride. Well, that's my time, but I want to thank you for taking your time and listening to my little show. Remember to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for notifications. The Value of Wrestling typically has live Raw and SmackDown review respectively on Mondays and Fridays. On Tuesdays we have the New Japan Rebound podcast hosted by Miguel Z. Every Wednesday there is a new episode of Markdom We Trust, and our flagship show the Weekly Roundup podcast can be seen live at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sundays with Big Time, Paulus Clark, and Miguel Z, breaking down all the major news, story bits, and fan chatter to catch you up and give their insight. Just remember, you beautiful people, the world can be a stressful place. When you need to blow off steam, never let anyone tell you not to go 100% mark.